Welcome back. Well, today we have the Bowers Museum, and Victoria Gerard is going to tell us all about a very exciting exhibit that's coming up. Ken is coming unglued. I mean, he is so excited about this because, of course, it's something that everybody loves.
Yes.
And welcome. Thank you so much for being with us. I appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.
So let's just launch right in.
Sure.
Go ahead and tell me what the Bowers Museum is going to have starting in March.
So in March, we're going to have a show in partnership with the Walt Disney Archives. So we're very excited. The opening day is March 7th.
Okay.
And it's a really special occasion, actually, because the Archives is turning 50 this June.
Right.
So this exhibition really celebrates their big anniversary, but also allows the public to kind of walk into the Archives itself. So you experience exactly what it's like to be in Burbank if you had the opportunity to go there to research, and then kind of get to see all of the different collections the Archives takes care of, and learn about how they acquire these things and what they do to share it.
So we're showing the picture right now, which I'm assuming is Walt Disney's desk and kind of what his office would have looked like.
Yes, so the archive also takes care of what they call Suite 3H, which was Walt's, kind of office area in Burbank. And this setup we'll have at the museum is actually the desk that was used in the film Saving Mr. Banks.
Oh,
so it's extra cool because Tom Hanks sat behind it. So that's personally, I'm kind of excited about that. But it's really cool because people can kind of see all the knickknacks and office decor that Walt had around him. So
perfect. And then, you said that you're going to talk about, well, it's going to show how they acquired these things. Is it the Archives that acquires it, or tell me how that worked?
Now it's the Archives. So the story really is talking about how the first archivist, Dave Smith, kind of pulled all these documents and things that he was finding together at the beginning of this adventure, so to speak. And I don't want to give too much away, but you'll kind of understand now, given that Disney also owns other studios, not just animation, right? We're talking about ABC and Fox. You'll see how they kind of incorporate some of those live action props and costumes into their collection as well.
Okay, all right, awesome. And there's another photo that we have, which is of Donald Duck, and maybe you can tell me a little bit about that.
Well, so this kind of speaks to the fact that there's a lot of historical important imagery in the exhibit as well. So there is a lot of art, and there's a special area dedicated to what an animator's desk would look like, and that's centered around the Fantasia movie. So there's some sculptural models from Fantasia and in-process concept drawings and that sort of thing. So it's going to be really, really great, and I think the best thing about Disney is these images, kind of stir up stories in us of happy times, and everyone has a Disney story. But we wanted to bring this to Bowers because Disney is so much part of the OC story, right? So we do have some Disneyland content as well to hit on that touch point for our locals. But, everyone really has something to share about Disney. So with all the different content in the show, we're hoping that it can spark some happy conversation.
And you had mentioned that this has taken you quite some time to put together. What did you have to go through?
Sure. Well, so all these exhibitions are so very different, but in the case of Disney, it was just kind of starting from really basic conversations and seeing what worked for, both the Archives and the Bowers Museum and moving forward. So it's definitely taken well over a year. In my time at Bowers, sometimes exhibits have taken 2 to 3 years to put together. There's a lot of course, just kind of talking about concept, but then the logistics of getting things to us. People who know the Bowers know we've worked with places all over the world, so it's actually exciting to work with Disney because things are coming right from LA as opposed to
a lot quicker than coming from
China
another country,
or what have you. So that's kind of exciting. But that being said, there's still a lot of logistics. There will be vehicles included in the exhibition, more than one.
Everything.
Yeah, so you can just imagine kind of the things we're talking through about getting some of these historic vehicles down to Santa Ana.
Oh, that's great. Well, that's going to be starting March 7th. But beyond that, I mean, no, that's very exciting for everybody here in Orange County. But beyond that, you have 8 ongoing exhibits. Tell me a little bit about those exhibits.
Sure. So the Bowers has been open for over 80 years, and so we've amassed a permanent collection of over 100,000 objects. So we have a lot to share. And in these 8 permanent galleries, we do share some of the artifacts that we find people relate to the best and school children can benefit from.
Okay.
So we have California history galleries, and that includes painting, our California Impressionism. That's so, again, important to the California OC story. But we also have a gallery about China and Chinese history, and a gallery about the Pacific Islands in the oceanic area.
Right.
And we do rotate new things into that gallery especially quite often.
Okay.
We've just actually kind of recurated it a bit. So if you've been to Bowers and you've seen that before, you might see something new.
Well, that's probably a good idea, because then if you can keep it within the same genre, and then people can come back, oh, you know, they've got new stuff I want to go see.
Absolutely.
So that's great. I mean,
yeah, we try to share every Thursday something that is not on view. We have a collections blog, and that goes out through social media, but if you're a member, you can sign up for our e-newsletter about it as well. So we also kind of use the digital realm to exhibit, if you will, and share our treasures.
that's awesome. I mean, it's a big museum. You guys have so much to offer, as well as food.
Yes, and you know, we kind of like to say you can have a full day at Bowers. So we have a really great and robust program schedule as well. There's lots of lectures and hands-on activities for families, and we have special programs for seniors as well.
Good. Good. Tell me a little bit about some of the senior programs.
So we have a program called Anne's Treasures, and it's a kind of an art program for seniors.
Okay.
So every, twice a month, I think it's the second and fourth Thursdays of the month, we have a hands-on art making program, and the projects kind of change up. So on the docket for February and March are some collage projects, some flower pounding projects, things that will be themed to the exhibits.
Okay.
And our director of community outreach leads that and walks the seniors through some complicated art projects, but basically to show that anyone can be an artist and at any skill level. So that's a really great program, and that's been running for quite some time.
Okay.
So it's very popular, and people make lots of friends. So
Now, do they have to get reservations for something like that?
yeah, you can buy tickets in advance or when you come to the museum the day of. So our website's always the place to go if you want to do things ahead of time.
All right, and let's talk a little bit about some of the senior discounts. I mean, you have special pricing for seniors.
Yes.
Is it 55 and over or 65? How does it work?
I believe it's 60 plus.
Okay.
And it's a membership for seniors. So you basically becoming a member means that you get access every time you come to the museum for free. If there's a special exhibition that's a different ticket price, you have to pay a small upcharge after the first time you visited that show.
Okay.
So for Disney, for instance, there's just a negligible fee after you use your 2 free tickets.
Okay.
But you also get special pricing on programs. There's always a member discount. So this Treasures program or any lectures, you get a discount in the gallery store as well, which is kind of the best to have a really great store right at the museum to get a unique gift.
That's great. Well, you know, I haven't been to the Bowers Museum in such a long time.
You have to come down.
I know, and we know Ken will be right on that doorstep on March 7th.
To meet Mickey, I'm sure.
Yeah. You know he will be. Let's just recap one more time about the new exhibit with Disney.
Yes.
That's going to start March 7th.
Yes, and tickets actually, if you're a member, you can buy a ticket right now for special programs as well, but the ticket sales will go live for everyone on the 1st of February.
The 1st of February. Okay, well, that's right around the corner.
Yep.
All right, well, excellent. Thank you so much for the information. I appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
Okay. And if you would like to be the first one to get tickets to the Disney exhibit, you can go to bowers.org to check it out and buy your ticket. We'll be right back.